What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode with AB Investments. Today, I want to show you guys the importance of the technical analysis, or at least what would it say for this upcoming week. As you can see, this is the AMC chart, and I got it for you. I've covered this about a few months ago, but this time is actually really important to revisit this because it's going to be very interesting to see exactly what happens, right? There are a couple of theories. No one will know for sure what exactly the other side wants to counter. By the other side, I mean the market makers and the shorts and the institutes. What they want to do through this, and we know that BlackRock have recently sold shares, and if AB wants to give his personal opinion on the matter, unless we get BlackRock to comment on the situation. But if I was to give a reason to why, I would say that the significance of the time that they did it, it was in a time where shorts really needed shares. And therefore, they had to put those shares on the market to make it available for them to keep the price where it needed to be. Now, as far as the technical analysis for AMC itself, so I wouldn't worry if this is AB. I'm not going to worry much about what BlackRock have done, and in fact, I would even probably think that the other institutes, such as Vanguard, might also dump a little bit here and there. Again, it's all going to be speculative, but what matters the most here is we see this is the June run up right here when we ran up to 74 bucks. And as you can see, this is the importance that I want you like of the things to look at without complicating things uh, for as far as TA of so many different like golden crosses and death crosses and all that stuff and railroads. Let's make it really simple for you guys. So as you can see here, this is the all-time high basically at 74. And then ever since then, we've seen nothing but random surges in the price. Excuse me, let me just move this. And every time it went up, it failed to break that previous all-time high, as you can see. And what's more telling and more amazing is that every time it ran up, it was always less than the previous run up before that run up before it. So, like, as you can see here, 74 after that, in what looks like to be later in June, uh, toward the end, mid to end of June, it ran up again. But again, as you can see, only to 60 bucks. Then it took a massive hit. Then it tried to rally again later that year of 2021 in September, and it only reached 51. You see how it respected the uh, the time before it, like the high of the previous run, which was here at 60, here in the upper 50s, and now here at 50, 51, 50, almost 52 bucks. Now it take another correction, and then as you can see here, another one right here in November of 2021. But where did that one go? As you guessed it, 45 bucks. 45, 46. And then that's when the real effery started happening. And they took us, as you can see here, I drew out a bearish pennant for you, both couple of them that we saw in the charts. And we see the hit now, most recently and significantly, we seen this back in March of this year, March of 2022, and we broke out to 29, basically 30 bucks. I know that it went up to 32, I remember 32, 33 almost, and then went right back down after that. On the way down, they halted it on the way back down, and we know, everybody knows, how we all felt about that and everything. But that's never not the matter right now, because it doesn't help to dwell on the past. Now, as you can see here, every time continuing of that pattern, top, less, 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 less. So as you can see, the last run up in that November of 2021, the second time we had a major run, which was back in March of 2022. So basically about 4 months later. And guess what? Yeah, you guessed it right. It is still, even that run up is still less than the previous run in November of 2021, which bring us to the most important up-to-date moment right now. Right now, we are as making this video, and we're going to see what happens this week. It's going to be very important. We're at 25. So theoretically, according to history, if we are to continue a bearish trend that they had us in for the better part of over a year, since June of 2021, we are supposed to be, as you can see now, you see that beginning of the turn down. We're supposedly, according to history, we already hit that top of this run, and it's supposed to be going back to another correction to possibly go down to the 11s and the 13s. Now, here's the thing. Will this happen? AV is not definitely saying that, because this could be the break. Why am I saying all this to you guys? It's important that you pay attention to all these patterns because they make a big difference. If we were to continue our run and break this last March run of 30, 33, 30, $34, I'll be more comfortable with 34, 35. That would initially confirm a breakout to the uptrend from the previous over a year and 2 months now, exactly to date. It will confirm a breakout of that trend for a year and 2 months. And guess what, guys? What do we have here? We have a bull flag formation since June of 2021. You see, this is the stand, the pole right here. And everything else since then has been a downtrend, drawing a bull flag completely. Let's see if I could draw one in here. Sorry, man, guys, I am so under the weather. I am super, 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 super duper sick. Okay, good. We were able to draw that one. And then we'll try to draw another one here. So as you guys can see, these trend lines draw the full bull flag formation. Now, what is a bull flag formation? Again, I covered this a couple months ago, guys, a few months ago, actually. And it's important that you pay attention to all of this because this exactly happened with Dogecoin. Now, I was in that Dogecoin run up. Some close family members in Discord know exactly. Back in 2020, I was actually part in early 2020. I started loading up on Doge, and I was in actually at the price of zero, like dot 0.00000886. So almost similar or a little bit less than where SHIB is at right now. Yes, that was one of the most all-time high, amazing runs that I've had or plays. Now, we're not here to obviously boast about AB's run in Doge, but what I'm saying here, or I'm getting to, is that the same formation happened with Doge after its initial run back in 2020, and then when it broke out in the beginning of 2021, it broke out of that bull formation exactly like this. Now, what do we have here? Why AB is bringing that? As you can see, if we were to break out of that 33, $34 this upcoming week, then we're breaking out of that bull formation, indicating a new uptrend. And normally, like I want to say almost 80% of the times, when you break out of the bull, and even might be higher, when you break out of the bull flag formation, it's always going to be a very crazy uptrend that always results in breaking the previous all-time high. Now, I know you guys are saying, well, AB, we want the MOAS. We don't want just anything above 74 or whatever. Well, at the end of the day, the technical analysis breakdown have nothing to do with our emotions and our feelings. I'm just breaking down to you guys what this indicates. If we were to break this, then we have a very solid shot at having a continuous run to break the previous all-time high of $73, $74 and who knows, at that point, you know, sky's the limit. And may the hodlers and the force be with us, right? Now, if it doesn't, and it respects this bearish trend that we've been in for over a year and 2 months now, we are right around that level because the major resistance level is apparently at that $30 level. We are, if we don't break out of the bull flag formation, then we are gonna recorrect again according to the history and the analysis and basically break down. Why does this have a good indication? Why is this very, very plausible? And most likely might be the case. And again, I'm not shilling here, guys. Again, you want me to tell you what you want to hear, or you want me to tell you what both analysis could be, or what both options? So you could basically, because I'm not a financial advisor, you can make your own uh, best educated guess onto, or decision onto what you want to do with your investment. Um, One thing that could happen is, since we are going to have on the 15th, the whole ape distribution, and then on the 22nd it will start trading, is since that comes directly from AMC's price value, you will most likely see a correction in AMC's price. However, at what price will that be the case? Will we have a major run this week, like we indicated earlier, with a bold flag formation, and then having this major after we break that $33-$34 level and go continue and break out and make a new all-time high? And then from that point on, uh, we could go ahead and, you know, after the ape is distributed, then we could have a little correction due to the basically the payout, but it's going to be the same, because if you receive your ape, it's going to be equaling the same amount that you're going to be, that it's going to look like you went down on AMC. Now, the crazy part is the shorts are in battle with on so many different fronts that it's not even funny for them, honestly. And it was never funny. After all, as an investor in this stock, all I want is for them to perish and burn, uh, especially with all their predatory antiques. It's us versus them. I will never forget that. So if the one thing that is also on the other front is that ape itself. So when we have, this is the enticing part, when we have both, at that point, one thing you guys all gotta know, and I've mentioned this about a week ago when the announcement was first, and of ape distribution was announced. The very next day, I forgot who asked me this question. Someone asked me this question, and they said, "Hey, can preferred shares be shorted?" And I said, yes, they can, but it's definitely not preferred to do so. So even though they're preferred shares, it's not preferred to do so, because the accessibility to those shares is going to be very scarce. And to buy those and even short them, you're going to be basically going out there looking for the people who are willing to sell their ape so you can go ahead and take it and short it. So basically, they have to have so many stars aligned on their end. So what is so beautiful about this? You know, now you guys are probably beginning to say, "Oh, AB, I'm liking the sound of all of this." What am I pressing here? Don't mind me. I'm liking the sound of all of this. Well, yeah, you guessed it. Of course, you should like the sound of this, because they're basically effed on double fronts. And people are also asking me, "Hey, AB, are you going to sell your ape?" Well, AB is never going to tell nobody to whether to sell, buy, or hold, or whatever. You do what you got to do. I'll do what I got to do. But since it's my personal opinion on my personal investment, I am not selling a single ape, because those apes are possibly another short squeeze in the making, and they would have to basically play devil's advocate and pick their poison. At the end of the day, this is, in my opinion, AMC is an eminent MOAS, and Ape just made it so much more sizzle, added way more sizzle to it. So for all these shills out there and everything like that, whoever will also want to put words in AB's mouth and all this stuff, AB is himself right now, you know, breaking all that BS and all that crap. Again, guys, you gotta remember, you choose who you want to listen to. You choose what you want to let in. And remember, your soul and your mind are both your temple and your sanctuary. So whatever you let in, you better make sure that it's the right thing in, because it will definitely affect, either flourish or poison your temple and your sanctuary. With that being said, guys, I hope that you found this video very intuitive, especially for all of you option players for this week. Please, 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 again, no financial advice. Beware. You need to look at these, like this whole YOLO mindset. Again, to each their own. Everybody plays with different strengths and weaknesses. But remember, you must remember that all these technicals are showing either the previous there's two sides to each story. There's either the bringing it right back down, or there's the uptrend, and it's going to be a major one. So for all of you option players again over there, I don't even want to address day traders, because I don't support the idea of day trading AMC or GME and some other meme stocks. However, I don't financial advice, but remember, option players, pay attention to all of these technicals, because they will definitely save you a big heartbreak, or excuse me, perhaps make you a very, very, very large fortune. I wish you guys all nothing but the best. And with all that being said, much love, AB Investments. Thank you.